coaches on the hot seat at the midway point of the season. Do you have the coaches?
Well, yeah, the coaches that I got Billy Donovan,
Oh,
um,
Billy Donovan,
Darko from the
the
Toronto
Raptors.
Raptors. Yep. Steve Kerr, Willie Green, and I got Chauncey.
Bruh, okay, let's start with Billy Donovan. Is Billy Donovan on the hot seat?
Yes, for sure he is.
Is
Yes.
he really on the hot seat?
Yes.
Low key though, I feel like they make another play-in appearance. He still stays. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie. He makes another play-in experience. How long he been there? He been
He
there
been
for a
there
minute now.
for this is his 5th season with them.
Damn, for real? 5 years?
Yes.
Ain't done
First
nothing.
season. First now they've been to the playoffs one time.
So
First
ain't
year they
done
went
nothing. Ain't done
first
nothing.
year first year they went 31 and 41. Second year they went 46 and 36. That's the year they got Lonzo. And the year after that they went 40 and 42. Then last year they went 39 and 43, and then this year same old, same old.
Okay, so
He
Billy
gotta go,
Donovan,
bro.
if I rank
He
it
gotta
from
go. We
one,
have not done nothing.
if
He
I
hasn't done anything for us.
if I had to rank it from 1 to 10, I put Billy Donovan at like an 8. I give it an 8. I
He
want to
on the
say
hot
7.
seat, bro. He on the hot seat.
So you
They
think, bro, knowing the Bulls, bro, they make another
they not
play-in
gonna
appearance.
fire him.
He stays. If
Yeah, no, I
he's
was gonna
gonna
say,
stay.
knowing the Bulls, they probably still keep him even if he don't make a play in. Knowing them. Oh, we traded Zach and Vucevic, and we'll give you one more year.
That's what I'm saying.
Is it when is
Like,
his is it how many years do we
I
have
swear,
left?
I thought he just signed an extension. I swear to God, I thought he. I'll look that up. I'll look that up.
No, he need Billy
So
Donovan needs to
what? So
go.
what would you give it from 1 to 10?
Uh, him being on the hot seat, I give it a
Yeah.
10 for sure. He definitely you have not
Damn.
done nothing for us. I mean, granted, your players have been injured, but when they were healthy, y'all still wasn't doing nothing. You only made one playoff appearance in your 4 years that you've had here. Only one playoff. If he's had two, then I'd be like, oh, or if he even made the play-in or three, I'm like, okay, Billy Donovan, you can keep your job, but only one playoff appearance. And then in that playoff appearance, y'all got a gentleman's sweep. Y'all lost 1-4 to the Bucks.
Yeah, he just signed. Well, he just signed an extension before the 22-23 season. So technically, he has 1 year left.
Yeah, they probably gonna give him that one. They probably gonna ride it out, bro.
He get paid 6
This-
mil, but I mean that don't got nothing to do with cap. But
No,
they paid him
they
6
probably
mil to
gonna.
do.
If I'm being honest, I'll fire him. I'll let him go after this season so I can get my new coach in there already. Because ain't no point in you staying one more year and you drafting a player that the new coach inherits. Like you might as well just let the new coach come in there and establish his own stuff. And he only getting paid $6 million. That ain't shit.
Now Darko, I kind of don't agree because the Raptors, they're supposed to be bad. Why am I firing you if you're supposed to be bad? And Masai Ujiri said it. This is a rebuild year. He even said it. So what am I firing you for if it's a rebuild year? I'm gonna say
I
a
I
1.
I put him on the list because I don't think the Raptors are like he doesn't have his voice isn't big in that locker room.
It's only 2 years,
Um,
a year and a half.
nah, it's like
Can we?
it's been like no, he's
This
been
is
there
his second
for
year. This is his second year. He was just hired last year.
last year, but
Yeah,
still,
so
bro,
it's
like
only a
look
year and a
when
half.
you see even though Scotty and RJ and Quickly has missed time, bro, them players they're not playing hard at that. It's the same thing with Steve Clifford and the Hornets. I see the same thing. Like the players are not playing hard out there for him. And if the players aren't playing hard out there for their coach, then they don't believe in them. They don't listen to him. So why keep them?
Well, we're
Get
bad,
a
and it's
voice
only
in that
been
they listen
year
to.
two. We're only in year two. What do you expect to
No,
happen?
I get that, but if you, it's like this whole thing with the Cavaliers and what's bro name that they David Block that was his name, right?
David Black.
Yeah, they let him go after they went to the finals with him. Like his voice isn't present in that locker room. The players are not gonna they're not gonna be coachable. They're not gonna listen. Like, what's the
Well,
point in keeping a coach
well,
there that the players don't want?
that's
The same
LeBron,
thing
though.
with
I don't think.
Doc and whatchamacallit. The players that Giannis was saying what? Giannis was talking bad about the coach, saying he doesn't know the
But
schemes or what's
this
going
my
on,
thing.
and they let him go.
But those are star players. Them star players have a more voice than the coach. I don't think no one over there has more power than say a LeBron or Giannis. I don't believe that. Do you believe that?
No, I don't think none of the players over there have
That's
more
what I'm
power than
saying.
LeBron. But I'm
But
saying you still got Scotty and RJ. Those are your big players on that team. I don't think they rock with their head coach for real, for real. Because they're the best players on the team anyway, so they already know they don't get the shots that they want regardless because they're the best players. But I
and
don't
the
think they
thing
really
is,
mess with them.
they've been in majority of the time. All them players been hurt. Scotty been in and out the lineup quickly. Has basically been missing the whole year. RJ was hurt for a minute. Your best players haven't been there, so you can't even at least be somewhat okay. But it's a real rebuilding year, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, we're supposed to be bad. And I get it. And I said it. And I'm gonna stick to what I said. The first year, you're supposed to be bad. Second year, you're probably still bad, but I should see improvement. I haven't seen improvement. I get that point. But can we at least get to year 3? Can we get there? Especially if they're about to get a high pick. Let's see if they get Cooper Flag potentially. Let's see what happens in year 3 with Scotty, RJ, Cooper potentially, or Ron Harper, whatever, with Quickly. Let's see what happens with that. Then if it ain't working out, I'm cool. But we've only gone a year and a half with the guy. I don't like firing dudes literally after a year and a half. I would say at least give the guy 3 years. At least that. That's just me though. That's just me. I'm gonna just say a 1 because we're supposed to be bad. So what do you expect? So if you
I'm saying
so
the
wait,
same
if you're
thing.
so if you're a jury, you telling me you said that we're supposed to be bad, you're still gonna fire a coach, even though you said they were supposed to be bad. So what do you expect? You're looking down and you be like, man, my man's doing a bad job, but I did say this team sucks though. You still gonna fire the man? Like, what do you
Right,
expect?
like I told you, bro. It all depends. Like his voice in that locker room. If regardless of yes, we know your first year is going to be bad. It's a rebuilding team, but it's how you're doing it. If you're not capturing the ears of your players, if your players are not listening, if your players are not out there fighting every single night, why would I still have you as my head coach when the own players don't believe in you and don't want to play for you?
I
Regardless of
mean,
if it's been 1 year, or if it's been 1 year, if it's been 2, 3, 4. Let them go. The play, bro. The Raptors are getting blown up. They're in there every other game. The Raptors should not have this bad of a record, bro. They've only won. Let me see.
so if that was so wait, have you seen like body movements or something when you watch the games or something? Have
Bro,
you
it's the
seen?
same thing. The same thing I was telling you about Steve Clifford and the Hornets, and you kept saying, "No, keep him, keep him, keep him." The
No.
same. It's the
Wait a
same
minute.
thing with them, bro.
No,
Their
you
body
were
language is the
petty.
same. They're getting blown out every single game. They not fighting out there. There's no type of competition or fight or pride on the line at all when they play, bro. It's like we losing. Well, we losing. All right, we suck anyway. So, all right, whatever. Let's just lose. There's no fight.
So should the Wizards fire the coach that they just hired? Should they fire him?
I don't really watch the Wizards. I ain't gonna lie to you.
But they're 6-36 though. So should they fire him?
I mean, but if they playing for them, then no. They just need more talent. Like I said, I don't watch the Wizards to know. I watch the Raptors though. The Raptors only won 11 games, bro. The Raptors are supposed to have more than 11 games, bro. They're supposed to have more wins than the Nets for sure. If anything, they should be like we said earlier. They're around when we was earlier in the pod, weeks ago in the pod. We said the Bulls and them are around the same, and they don't even have. They're not even close to the Bulls.
I at least give the man year 3. At least that. You said Willie Green. You know, injuries. I get it. You don't like him, but that's understandable. Um, I would
Why do you
probably.
think I got something against these people? I have no ill will against Willie Green. I'm just going back off what they showed
You,
me.
you said that you would fire him earlier in the season.
Yeah, that don't mean I don't like him.
I
I don't got nothing
yes,
against the man. You just said I
bro.
don't like him.
You're right. You're right. But you don't like him. You don't. You've been trying to get rid of the man for the longest. and you see that his whole team is hurt. You see it, and that's why I said last week. I said it's gonna be the reason why they probably do keep him. If they fire him, they fire him. But I feel like he's doing what the best he got, bro. I only got DeJounte, CJ, and Trey Murphy. My two best players are barely healthy. What do you expect me to do? What do you expect from me? I can't control Zion to basically get one hamstring injury and be out 20-something games. I can't expect Brandon Ingram. I don't even know what his injury is. I think it's his ankle probably. To be out forever, out there ankle injury. I never had a significant ankle injury. I never had a significant. Everybody's had an ankle injury, but significant. Brandon Ingram ain't been back in probably like a month. What do you expect me? If I'm rolling out there with basically CJ and a bunch of scrubs, what do you expect to happen? That's all I'm saying.
No, I definitely think Willie Green's on a hot seat. I don't think they're gonna fire him just for the simple fact of, like you said, his best players have been injured every single year he's been there. Legit every single year. The best year they had Zion was when they went 49-33, but he got injured right before the playoffs. So it was like that don't even really matter if he plays 70 games that year.
So you changed your mind because you've been saying you want
No,
him to
he's
keep
still
playing
on the
games.
hot seat.
No,
The question
you
is the
said you was
coaches on
gonna
the hot
fire
seat.
him.
Would
But you always say you was
fire?
gonna
Yes,
fire him.
I would fire him, but I said I don't think they will fire him. I think he will still keep his job. He
So
still should be on the hot seat, and I will still fire him. But I don't think they will.
This. So you know all this. You know all the circumstances, but you still gonna fire the man. You know everything.
Yes, I would. I don't think he's the right head coach for them. I don't think he's the right head coach. I don't like, even though he has been there and they've made the playoffs at least 2 times he's been there. I just don't like the system the offense he runs. I think they can get a better head coach that could better utilize Zion if he can stay healthy.
How can we? That's my point. How can we utilize Zion if he ain't there? How we finally saw last year when Zion played 70-some games, the Pelicans were a really good team. There was a chance they were literally a Zion hamstring away in the last 3 minutes of the game, but probably beating the Lakers. Then probably everything changes. Zion never comes back. We come back this year. He gets hurt basically in like third, fourth game of the season. Ain't seen him ever again. It's like you always like to give people passes, but then when Willie Green, you don't want to give him a pass, knowing his situation. I'm confused. You love to get players passes on injuries, but when Willie Green got all these injuries, it's like, I still fire you though, buddy. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
I told you I told you I didn't like the way he ran. Now, off like him trying to utilize Brandon Ingram and Zion, I don't think he got the best out of both players. I don't think he got the best out of his team. I don't think he capitalized on all his team's talent when they were healthy.
They were 49-33 last year. What are we doing? He just had a good record last year. We saw it. He's only had Zion for what, 2 healthy years?
And I don't even think 2, probably like 1.5.
No, that 1 year. Because
he played like 60-some games.
That's healthy. That's what I'm saying. That's healthy. But remember, I think that was the not the COVID year, but the next year when they lowered the games down. So I think it was only like 70-some games they played. So that's healthy.
That was his second year. He played 61.
Yeah, so that's healthy. That was healthy that year. He's only had Zion for 2 healthy years. So next year, that's supposed to be Zion's healthy year. If we're being honest, it's every other year. Can we at least see when he gets all his healthy players back? Can we at least see that? I'm going to say if I had to rank it, I'd give it like a 3. Give it a 3. And who was the last guy you said?
Chauncey. Well, and Steve Kerr.
Steve Kerr is not on the hot seat, brother. As long as Steph there, he will be there. 0. You
don't think they're going to get rid of Steve?
No. I saw the Warriors when they were super bad that year when Steph Curry and them all got hurt and he still stayed all of a sudden. So
no. I mean, but that's kind of different. Like right now, they in no man's land. Like you said, what was it, Kevin O'Connell? He said flip Steph Curry in them.
Kevin
They
O'Connor.
might,
Kevin
yeah,
O'Connor.
Kevin O'Connor. Yeah, that might not be a bad idea because the Warriors are in no man's land, and then you're just gonna waste the rest of Steph and Draymond's years. Might as well try to get some type of compensation back
But
for
it,
him.
but we just talked about it last week how basically Steph and Draymond, because it sounds like they don't want to mortgage the future. They want to just stay how they are. So it sounds like they don't care. They want to stay in Golden State and just keep playing. I mean, no problem with that. But it's showing that you guys really aren't serious to win. Because if y'all going out here publicly and saying, we shouldn't get rid of third people, what's the goal? What are y'all trying to do?
I mean, that could be just a save face too. You know what I mean? So in public, they probably, yeah, we don't need anybody, but they go on the Mike Dunleavy like, hey, we need some help. We need some help. So that can just all be smoke and mirrors.
I feel like they should have been did that already. They thought Chris Paul was the help. Well, I don't think they thought Chris Paul was the help. I ain't gonna lie. But honestly, as long as Steph Curry there, Steve Kerr will be there. If we're being honest, Steve Kerr is one of them where he's up there with the Greg Popovich, where that's his job until he retires. That he'll stay there as long as he wants because he's won 4 championships. So it's like if I want to retire or leave, I'll leave on my time. But y'all not gonna fire me.
And then Chauncey, the last one.
The only reason I would probably say a 7, maybe an 8, because like I said last week, I haven't really seen improvement from the team overall. They're still not a good team, and plus I think this is last year of his deal too, and I don't think they're gonna probably re-sign him. I truly don't think, unless they go on like a really like decent run, that they probably win. Let's say they win 35 games. I could see it, but if they stuck in like 20s. Nah, because they're
Now,
15 and 28 right now. So
how come you don't give Chauncey the same treatment you just gave Willie Green? Because since Chauncey's been there, he hasn't had his best players every single year either. Anthony has been injured, Dame has been injured, CJ got traded, Jeremy Grant's been injured, DeAndre Ayton's been injured. He's been missing his all. Shaden Sharp missed a lot of time. He hasn't had his best players either every single year he's been there. But you don't give him the same treatment you just gave Willie Green.
answer the question: have those guys missed more time as Brandon Ingram and Zion?
Just about, yes. Go look at each of the games. They all his best players have every year has only played half a season.
Cap.
Go look.
Not
I
as
looked
much,
at it last night. Go
not
look.
as much
I
as
looked at
Zion.
it
Not
last
as much
night.
as
Go
Zion.
look.
Not as much as Zion. Not as much
Bro,
as Zion.
yes. Shaden Sharp missed the whole season. Zion missed the whole season.
Shaden Sharp is not on the level of them.
But he's still one of their best. That's what I'm trying to get you. He's still one of their best players. In order to win games, you need your best players. All of his best players have missed at least half a season every single year. Go look it up. Go.
Once again, I'm not going to look it up. Once again, they have not. Shaden Sharp is not the best player on the team. He's not. He is not.
I didn't say no one said that. I said he's one of their best players.
He has not missed as much time as Zion. He has not missed a full season. He just hasn't. He hasn't. DeAndre Ayton, he has been there majority of the time, at least. I could give you Anthony Simons. Simons has missed a decent amount of time. I give you that. Jeremy Grant, he has missed some time. Have they missed as much time as Brandon Ingram and Zion? Hell no. No, they haven't. But the thing
his
is,
first year there.
Wait. Real quick. I'll say this. There are different expectations. Chauncey Billups, yes, granted, he was supposed to inherit Dame and CJ. Things change. I understand that. So now you're in the rebuilding process. Once again, we're going to basically go to last year. You're supposed to be bad, whatever. This year, we're probably supposed to be bad still, but I should see some improvement. Is there some improvement? Yes, but they are still terrible. Willie Green,
why don't you give him the same treatment you gave Darko?
I wasn't.
Why didn't you give him the same treatment you gave Darko then?
I wasn't done, brother. I wasn't done. Can I go?
Go ahead.
All right. Willie Green, he inherits Zion. They were supposed to be at least good. They have been hurt. Zion has missed a lot of games. They have missed a lot of games. So what do you expect me to do when my best player has missed time? My second best player has missed time. Damn near DeJounte Murray. My third best player has missed time. Trey Murphy has missed time. It's different for them. It's different. And the thing with Chauncey is Chauncey has been there for 4 years. Darko, this is only year 2. This is only year 2. And I said with Darko, can we see what happens when he ever gets Cooper Flag or whoever? Can we wait and see? Chauncey Billups, this is the end of his contract. This is it. This is the last year. And once again, they still only have 15 wins. So it's not like they've been super better. They're still a bad team. And I think it's going to be it. But I will look this up while you rant. I will look up what they were at this point last year, which they probably better, but they're still a bad team. But I'll look that up real quick while you rant.
Bro. First off, I think you just don't like Chauncey because you're not giving him the same. No, you obviously do because you're not giving him the same treatment and leeway as you gave Willie Green and Darko. First off, the first year Chauncey got there the same time Willie Green got there with the Pelicans. The first year Chauncey was there, Dame only played 29 games. CJ only played 36, then got traded later on that season. Anthony Simons played 57, so he played majority of the season. Norman Powell only played 40 games. Josh Hart only played 13 games. Robert Covington only played 48 games. Their best players weren't even there for half the fucking season, Sheldon. Second year. Let's go to the next year. Year 2. Once they traded CJ and they still got, and Dame was hurt for most of that year. So we wash away that year. This year, Dame played 58 games. Jeremy Grant played 63. Anthony Simons played 62. Josh Hart 51. So they were healthier that year. And their record that year was 33-49. But that's Dame and a bunch of role players. They improved from the first year. The year after that, when now Dame's gone. Anthony, 46 games. Jeremy Grant, 54. Shaedon Sharp, 32. DeAndre Ayton, 55. Malcolm Brogdon, 29. Scoot Henderson and Kamara was your healthiest players. Your best players are hurt, Sheldon. So you don't give him no type of leeway when his best players are hurt. But with Willie Green, Zion missed time. Ingram missed time. DeJounte Murray missed time. Trey Murphy, 4 out of your 5 best players missed time. But all his best players missed time. He doesn't get no leeway at all. None at all. Then when you trade Dame and them, you give the expectation that, okay, well, you're supposed to be bad, right? You're supposed to, then the next year, you're supposed to improve a little bit better. But by that third year, you're supposed to be good, right? You don't get him the same treatment. He got a young team, young talent that he has to build, but yet, he doesn't get no leeway with well, you were bad this year. Next year, you're still supposed to be. He doesn't get that with leeway at all. He's just supposed to go now. Make it make sense. They've all missed time. If you're going to give the same treatment to Willie Green, give the same treatment to Chauncey. That's all I'm saying. And you have not done that. So you don't like Chauncey.
I don't care about Chauncey, if we're being honest. I could care less about
your actions speak louder
than
words.
Not really. I don't care about Chauncey Billups. I really don't. I don't really care. Like, if we're being honest, I don't care about Chauncey. They, from up to this point, they have won. Last year, they won 13 games. So two game improvement. 2 games. It's the same. This is my point. The problem is with last week, because I'm not going to get another Chauncey Billups. I don't care. You think Chauncey Billups is this great development, not great, but just a good developmental coach, but I haven't seen nothing. Scoop, better, whatever. Get it. I understand. But we should see more wins. That's all I'm saying. We should see more wins. If he is this good coach development, he shouldn't be this bad. We should see where the Spurs are. We haven't. We don't see it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I don't care about Chauncey Billups. I could care less. I think he will be gone because I'm looking up for management. They probably saying, haven't done nothing with you here. This is the last year of your deal. Let's just move on and get somebody else when we're probably going to trade Simons, probably get another high pick. Let's just move on. That's all I'm saying.
What expectations would they have, Sheldon? They traded CJ, had Dame and a bunch of role players. What do you think the expectations was that? Make the playoffs, make some noise in the playoffs. Then they let Dame go and all his best players get hurt. So what do you mean he hasn't done nothing? He hasn't had his players to do anything.
So
the same thing you said about Willie Green. So and why he should keep his job.
Okay. Once again, you named all them injuries, all the games missed. And once again, I said they have not missed no more as much time as I, which they haven't. You proved I was right on that. They did not miss as much time as them. Once again, the expectations were different. The Pelicans, when you bring in a Zion Williamson, you are supposed to be at least good. You are supposed to be good. The Blazers, who cares about them? Who cares? We don't care about the Blazers. Once again, Chauncey Billups, I just haven't seen him. I haven't seen nothing from Chauncey Billups to tell me I'm going to resign you for another 2 to 3 years. I haven't seen it. I just haven't. Now, I see it if he wins 30-something games, I'm all for it. But I haven't seen nothing. I just haven't. That's all I'm saying.
That's all right.
If you want to resign him, that's cool.
Just say you don't watch the Blazers, bro. Just say that.
I don't
just
really
say that.
watch the Blazers, or I don't care.
Then just say that. Just say that. Because you obviously don't know what you're talking about with Chauncey. So just say that. You just don't watch the Blazers.
So you're resigning Chauncey. So you resigning
Yes, I would. Yes, I would. Yes.
Okay. But
1,000%. Yes.
But you're gonna fire Willie Green though.
Yeah, he does. He hasn't done anything with the team that he had. He had expectations.
So wait a minute. So both of them haven't done nothing. Can we agree on that?
Chauncey has no expectations, though. Willie Green had expectations, and he didn't live up to none of them.
Has the team overall been better? Super better? Have they been super better? Willie Green hasn't done nothing with the Pelicans, according to you. Chauncey Billups hasn't done anything with the Blazers. He hasn't. In his 4 years, yes, Dame got traded. Dame was hurt. CJ McCullough, whatever. I get it. I understand that. But you are at least, I'm supposed to work with what I got. To some general managers, they expect you to at least be competitive. At least play better. That's all I'm saying. They haven't. I just said it. They've had a 2-game improvement up to now. It's not like they were 20 games. I haven't seen it. That's all I'm saying. I haven't seen it.
What has Willie Green really done for the Pelicans? That second year when Zion and Ingram got hurt, he was there. They was 42-40. The following year when Zion had his most healthiest year, they were 49-33. They only won 7 more games. That's around the same ballpark. You still mid. So what have they really done with Willie Green?
Okay, I got a question. If the Blazers were healthy, what would they be? What would their record be?
They'll be a playing team.
Okay. I don't believe that, but okay. I think they could. I think they could
get the 10th seed.
So they will win 40 games in the West? You think they could beat? You think they could get 40-some games?
Hold on. Let me look at the standings.
I'm just asking. Because that's probably what the play-in is going to be. It's probably 40 games. Like I said, I ain't trying to have no Chauncey, but I don't care about Chauncey. I could care less. We're being honest.
If they were healthy, they would be.
I could care less about Willie Green.
If they were healthy, they would still be fighting for that 10th spot with the Warriors, and the Spurs.
So they can win. So they could possibly win 40 games. Bro, the Blazers suck. That's all. It doesn't matter. They still
regardless
suck.
keep that same energy. You have the same energy you got for Willie Green. Keep it for Chauncey when they've both been in the same predicaments. That's what I'm trying to say. Close to the same predicament. And you did not keep the same energy. That's all I'm saying, big dog.
You didn't keep the same energy. You didn't keep the same energy for the Bucks and the Nuggets when we graded them. You didn't keep the same energy. When I went back and watched it and was edited, you said the Bucks are B-. but the Nuggets are a C minus, but the Nuggets have been an overall better team. And I was like, what is he talking about? This not adding up. I was
When
confused.
was we great? When we said we were
We
great on
graded
what?
teams last week, our midseason grades. You gave the Milwaukee Bucks a B minus.
Oh yeah, because
Wait,
of how they were playing. And
you
the
gave
Denver
them a
Nuggets,
B
even though they've
minus.
been winning games, the Denver Nuggets have looked ugly winning those games. What do you mean? So yes, I can grade them as a C and the Bucks as a B. What are you talking
But
about?
the Bucks were at one point like 2-10. They were
Okay,
bad.
but they were playing better basketball at that point. They're not 2-10 anymore.
But the Nuggets have a better record than them, right?
Yeah, even though they have a better record and they've been barely winning games, they still look bad playing. At that time, they looked bad playing those games. They were just scraping by. The same way with the Magic was when they had Franz in them. They were barely scraping by, but we kept them in our top 10, did we not? So it's the same thing with the Nuggets. They were still scraping, winning games, but they were playing bad basketball.
But when we coming up to the midway point, have the Nuggets not played overall better basketball than the Bucks? Through the first 40-some games, have the Nuggets not played better basketball?
No. For the shit the Blazers have, they are decent like the Jazz. They have way better roster. They are worse.
So can you answer that? Have the Nuggets played overall better basketball than the Bucks through the halfway point? Have they not?
That's a trick question.
Because
of course yes, it is. No, it is. Yes, it is. It is because yes, they have played better basketball than them, but that's because the Bucks started off terrible. Right now, I think the Bucks are playing better basketball than them. You said all around. Yes, the Nuggets have all around played better than the Bucks, but that's because the Bucks started off bad. If the Bucks did not start off bad, they will be playing better basketball overall than the Nuggets.
But they did. So you can't say if they didn't, it happened. It is what it is. So that's my point. I don't see how the Nuggets, all the way up to the midway point, can get a C minus, but the Bucks, who were terrible at one point, can somehow get a B minus. We graded all the way up. This wasn't power rankings. I think that's what you're getting at. Wasn't power. This not power rankings when we just go through the week. This is from game 1 all the way up to basically game 41. What have you done from game 1 to 41? The Nuggets have played better basketball overall than the Bucks from then. So I was just trying to figure out when I was editing, how do they deserve a C minus, but the Bucks somehow can get a B? I was very confused on that, but you just explained it. They were playing better basketball up to this point. I get it, but that's not how that works. That's not how that works.
Brother, I was going off the very beginning to the midway, and I'm still grading the Bucks better than the Denver Nuggets. The Denver Nuggets may have a better record, but they have been playing shit basketball. They have been scraping by, winning games, but I have no confidence. We said it several times. They are first round exit. Said it several times, and we've said the Bucks can fuck around and get to the second round. So if we're going off that, that's still saying the Bucks are having a better season than the Denver Nuggets because we think that the Bucks are going to go to the second round, and we think the Denver Nuggets are going to get bounced in the first. So regardless if the Denver Nuggets have been playing better basketball overall than the Bucks have picked it up as of late, and they're the better team, so they got a B. 25% of the season, bro. If we're going off, they played a shitty 15, 20 games of basketball and picked it up from there. The Denver Nuggets have been playing sloppy, nasty basketball all year, and you still got confidence in them?
What does them being a first round have to do with the first 41 games? That has nothing to do with that. This is only
during that first 41 games, you're telling me your team stealing is the first round. And during the first half of the season, we're saying that the Bucks stealing could be the second round right now.
That doesn't matter. We're only grading Francisco, please, can you look up something? God. Can you look up what was the Bucks record when they was bad in like the first month of the season? And can you look up the Nuggets record when they was bad? Not when they was bad, but what their record was in the first month of the season? Please do that if you can. From game 1 to game 41, all the way up to then, the Milwaukee Bucks are 24-17. That's what we're doing. From now, the Nuggets are 27-16. All I want is you to be consistent. If you gonna tell me to be consistent, I want you to do the same thing. I feel like the Nuggets should get at least a B minus 2, just like the Bucks. If you're gonna play that game, they should at least get the same grade. I just don't get how a team that was terrible and they're winning now, but a team that was never bad at no point in the season, they were never bad, could get a C minus. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. I just want them to get the same grade. That's all I ask. I just want them to get the same grade. But it is what it is. I think Chauncey Billups will get fired. Really could care less. Willie Green, if he stays, whatever. Don't really care about Willie Green. But let's get started.
No. You're not gonna just say all that then move on. No. Hold on. So have the Lakers been playing good basketball?
They've been mid.
Have they been a good or a bad team? They've been mid, right?
They've been mid.
They're number 5, and the Lakers have been playing bad basketball. They've been barely scraping by. And what did you give them?
A C minus.
As your grade? But they get a C minus, and they're a 5th seed, and they've been barely scraping by. But you're getting on me about the different Nuggets who are what 4 games ahead of the Lakers, and they've been playing about the same like the Lakers mid basketball. They've been playing mid basketball.
No, they've been playing better than them. I can say
the Nuggets have been playing mid basketball.
They've been playing better than them.
Bro, we've been saying it for weeks. We've been saying it for weeks. The Nuggets have been scraping by, barely getting wins.
Okay,
same thing as the Lakers. The same thing as the Lakers. Mid basketball.
So the Bucks are mid too, then, right? Are the Bucks?
No, the Bucks started off bad and had to catch up. They were playing catch-up basketball. So the Bucks started 2-8.
The Bucks started 2-8, and then Giannis activate God mode. They were 2-8. What are we doing? What are we talking about? That's what I'm saying, Francisco. They've been more consistent. So how can the Bucks get a higher grade when the Nuggets, who have been more consistent through 41 games? That's what I'm asking. I don't care
because the Nuggets.
I'm not done. I'll let you know when you can go. Not done. That's what I'm saying. I don't care about we thought they were a first round. I don't care. That is what it is. But we're only going from 41 games. Francisco just said it. They were 2-8. They were terrible. They were bad. Yes, they had picked it up. I'm not taking that away from them. But I'm saying to take away from a team who has been more consistent, how can they be below a team who has been better than them all year? They just have. It doesn't matter if they've been playing better than them in the past week. We don't care about the week. We're caring about the first 41 games. That's all I'm saying.
No one said the past week. The Bucks have been playing a good brand of basketball for like the last month and a half, almost 2 months. That's how they got back to the record. That's how they got to where they got now. And yes, the Nuggets have been more consistent, but they're not. I don't know how else to dumb it down for you. I don't know how else to explain it to you. They're not playing good basketball. You can still win games and not play good basketball. Like you said, they have the best player in the world. When LeBron James was on that Cavs team and they had terrible players, he was still winning games. They were still scraping by and they were blowing teams out. They were still winning games. And what ultimately happened? He didn't win anything with those players. The Nuggets are playing terrible basketball. The Bucks are playing better basketball than them. I feel like the Bucks have been playing since the beginning of the season till now. They started off 2-8, but since then they've been playing better basketball than the Nuggets. That's why the Nuggets got a C and they got a B. So I'm not being inconsistent. I'm going off what I'm seeing. You're being inconsistent because you're not giving the same energy to 2 coaches that are doing the exact same thing.
I just don't get how a team who has been. You just clearly said they've been. Wait. First of all, so the Bucks in the past month. That's what you just said, right? They've been playing better basketball than the Nuggets, right? That's what you just said. You said that, right?
You obviously heard me
Okay,
say
so
that.
in the past month, how many months has it been since the start of the season? How many months?
Dog, is this, bro? Go.
Answer the
Say what you gotta
question.
say, bro.
No, answer the
Say what you
question.
gotta
How many?
say, bro.
No, answer the
Say what you
question. How
gotta
many
say,
months
bro.
has it been? How many months has it been
Bro,
since the start of the season?
say what you gotta say. Go
It's
with your
been 3
argument, bro.
months. So that 1 month of basketball is putting you over a team who has just been better than them overall. That's all I'm saying. The Nuggets have been consistently better. They just have. So I'm just trying to figure out how a team who's just been playing overall better basketball. No one cares about the month of basketball when it's been 3 months. That's all I'm saying. I feel like the Bucks should stay at the C minus. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. And the Nuggets, I feel like they shouldn't be a C minus. For you, at least, they should be a B. Yes, and I get it. They've been disappointing. I get that. I understand that. But they have just been better overall. That's all I'm saying. I don't see how a team that's been playing better overall can get a lower grade than a team who they just been better than all year. They just have. That doesn't make sense to me. But you said it. I'm not trying to get into another shouting match.
We gonna have to agree to disagree, dog. That's
Yeah,
all
that
it is.